All right, we're back, and we're gonna level the druid a little bit since the druid has some rest time we need to burn off. I was gonna do some more hunter, but I couldn't seem to get a dragon buff in Stormwind, and didn't really want to level the hunter without the dragon buff. Yeah, and I apologize once again for the... I got my windows open, and it's so noisy outside my windows. I hate it, but when it's cold enough outside that I don't have to run my AC, I open the windows up. Save myself the money. Alright, so what do we have? Nightbane. Also, I have to remember how to play my druid because it's been so long. And I really need to do what my druid is for, which is, gathering. So one thing, trying to make money. There's so many... I think the best way to make money... I think one of the best ways to make money is to really farm materials because, stuff that people are going to be, people are going to be rolling up, and people are right now leveling a lot of characters to get them prepared for the Burning Crusade. Characters that they've been neglecting, like me. I'm a perfect example. People who haven't leveled these characters up all the way. Let's see how my kitty does here.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
And I've got so many, like...
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
So many healing potions. I haven't played my druid in a while. And it shows. I'm playing horribly. No! No fucking way. No way, man. Man, so I literally waited. I waited trying to get one on my hunter, the dragon buff, and
kiss your ass
as soon as I switch to this druid, the dragon buff drops. I mean, what the fuck is up with that? I have the worst RNG luck with that. I seriously have the worst luck with that. It really is frustrating sometimes. Yeah, that's just the worst. Camped my tune in Stormwind for like the last half hour, just like doing some maintenance and bag management and stuff, hoping the dragon would drop, and it didn't. I even asked if anybody was dropping the head, and of course nobody responded. And then all of a sudden I switched to my druid, and they dropped the head. I mean, come on, really? We'll see if it shows up in Discord. I'm sure it will. See, I said any heads incoming. That was at 10:06 p.m., so about 20 some odd minutes ago. And boom, right here, just dropped. FML. Attacking. What the hell is this guy doing? Weird. And I hate the new term too that people always say. I don't. You know, one of the things that can be really annoying sometimes is how people pick up on terms, then everybody jumps on the bandwagon. MMO players are like some of the worst sheep you're ever gonna see. I guess it's really the internet. It's gamers in general. Everybody jumps on the bandwagon, just does what everybody else does, and like in my whole life, I've always been very against conformity. Like, conform, do what we do, because everybody says this is what you should do. I've always been very much against that. And so it always just bugs the heck out of me when I see, you know, everybody jump in on the bandwagon and use the same terms and say the same thing. And just... Yeah, what I'm talking about is the word scuffed. Something goes wrong, or if you died, or anything bad happens, you're scuffed. And I'm just like, what a stupid term. Just another stupid internet thing that comes up.
Greetings. Be careful.
Cannot believe I missed the dragon buff on my hunter. Man, I'd have been super excited to get the dragon buff and just go back to Desolus and farm mobs. I could have got all the way to 39 probably in like 40 minutes with the dragon buff. Oh. Yeah, there we go. There goes my dragon buff. So, and there goes that character's dragon buff. Thank you very much, Horde. I just knew this wasn't going to be my night. No, don't return me to life. Fucking log out. See that? That's me being pissed off. Somebody just doesn't want me to play tonight. I mean, everything I'm doing right now is going wrong. Everything's going wrong. I logged onto my hunter. I sit in Stormwind waiting for the dragon buff, right? Like, I get the dragon buff. I'll wipe these undead and I'll level really fast. Dragon buff doesn't come, so I'm like, I wait like 20 minutes, do some leather working, some different things. Switch over to my druid. I'm like, I'll play my druid. As soon as I switch to my druid in guild chat, oh, dragon buff just dropped in Stormwind. Then I take my druid, run all the way over to, and my druid has the dragon buff on because she had been camped in Stormwind. I logged her on and off a few times doing stuff, inventory management. Right over to Darkshire. She gets killed by a 60 rogue or something. I don't know, warrior. I don't know what the fuck it was. So I'm like, great. I'm dead. I wait a few minutes. I run back, resurrect. Like, okay, I got killed. I lost my dragon buff, of course. So I run around, I pick up a quest. Fucking 60 horde kills me again. I'm like, great, okay, fine. So I'm not gonna play the druid. I guess nobody wants to play the druid. So then I lag back into the hunter, run over to get the boat. The boat pulls off. It's just like somebody is not on my side today. Alright, I'll be right back. While I wait for the boat. I'll be right back, guys. And I'm back. Hey, what's up, Lauren? I appreciate that, I really do. Yeah, I try to make the streams relaxing. It kind of was frustrating when I tried to play my druid a few minutes ago and just got ganked by horde multiple times, and I was like, I guess I'm meant to play my hunter. That's one of the benefits of having multiple characters. If somebody's gonna gank one of my characters in the same spot 2 or 3 times, I'll just log onto one of my other characters and level them up. The sad part about the hunters, I'm enjoying the hunter so much, it's making me not want to play my druid. And the druid character I was working on leveling was specifically for a gathering tune in the Burning Crusade. So that's maybe what I'll do is do some healing on the druid. I might change her spec and just like level her way up a little bit. That's the other thing you can do too. It's like sometimes I get tired of doing the classic quest because I've done them so many times. So one of the ways I combat that is sometimes is just like on my priest, for example, is I don't really do a lot of questing. I just queue for I just post in chat for for dungeons and just heal people in dungeons. So I may do that on my druid as well. Although the druid, I twinked her gear out a lot to make it so that she could level quickly, and she is leveling actually really quickly. The druid is leveling very quick, and actually I need to get the druid back into an inn because she's not in an inn right now. She's still in a ghost form. So we'll do that. Once I get to an inn on this character, we'll real quick just get my druid back to an inn. Might have to take a resurrection sickness or something to do that, just to do it really quickly. Got to keep that rest time going. I want to make sure that whenever I am leveling on some of those characters, that to take advantage of as much rest time as we can. But yeah, I appreciate that, to Lauren. I try to keep it laid back. Sometimes there's been some moments in the last few weeks where I've lost my temper, which I don't usually lose my temper playing WoW. I'm usually pretty laid back, but sometimes when the horde ganks you over and over again and grief you, it can be a little annoying, so. You get nothing done. The one thing that I find for me is it's kind of hard for me sometimes to switch tunes. And no, actually, I shouldn't say that. It's actually really easy if I'm playing tunes that I know I really like. Like, I really like Paladin, I really like Priest, I really like Hunter, so it's very easy for me to swap. But when I'm playing the Druid, even though I like the Druid, it's not my favorite. Like, leveling a Feral Druid, even though it's easy, and maybe it's just because I'm still low level, but you're spamming the key. It's like the keys are it's a little bit more work, You have to constantly like spam certain abilities, and you're always rage starved, on the Feral. At least right now, I'm hoping that when I get a little bit higher level, that starts to get better. But right now, you're just constantly like, it's like having a rogue with no energy. You're just like, you go into a fight and you're like hitting a key, and finally you have enough rage to use an ability. It's very frustrating at low level because you're just like, basically you can't do a whole lot. It's like, okay, wait 10 seconds, hit a skill, wait 10 seconds, hit a skill, wait 10 seconds, hit my finisher. It's just very boring. That's why bear form is almost more fun, But bear form, you don't kill as fast in bear form, but you can take on multiple targets and multiple mobs in bear form. So, I've often thought about doing, like swipe AOE bear builds just because it's more fun to level in bear. I think it's more fun to level in bear than it is in kitty. Plus, it's not as much work. It's easier. You're not spamming so many keys. I'm a big fan of trying to level in a way that's easy and smooth and doesn't require a lot of effort, because the leveling process it takes time. It takes a little time. So trying to make it easy and smooth and not as taxing during long gaming sessions as you can, it makes you not get burned out as much. It's not as fatiguing. I'm not a youngster anymore, so I'm not like a 15-year-old who wants to play 24 hours straight. Although I do sometimes, almost. Alright, so we did, down the Scarlet Path, so we actually probably could try to get into some dungeons, because I am going to need those, because we're going to pick this up here in a second when we turn this quest in. The Scarlet Monastery quests.
What can I do for you? Light bless you.
I was just helping that paladin get their quest done, but they're done, so... No more group ski. For me ski. No more group. Get some XP. Yeah, no problem. Big deeps. Where's my pet? My pet is stuck. My pet was like stuck behind behind a bone or something. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I don't know why my hunter is having the hardest time targeting this necromancer. I tabbed twice and both times it went to the skeleton behind me. Weird. Did not want to target that one. There's a bug in the pathing I'm targeting, I guess. Yes, Morpheus. Yes, we cannot target what we want to target. That is the will of Blizzard. I might pay Ken for the SM boost. Not that I'm really paying for the boost so much, as that I need the quests. And Ken's my friend, so I don't mind giving him gold. I won't pay for boosters except for from Ken, because I know Ken's broke and he needs money. So I'd actually give him some money, but I do need to do Scarlet Monastery just to get the quests done. But I gotta go pick up the quest, but that's easy to get. Looks like I gotta get the hell out of here. I wonder if I should just run to Feathermoon. I wonder if it's faster. It might. I don't know. It's probably about the same. If we run to Featherman, at least we get the flight path. Man, Ken, it's gonna take me a while to get there. Oh my goodness gracious. I need to continue to level up my two-hand because its skill is still probably really low. Two-hand axe, 163. It's not. It's getting up a little bit higher. It was really bad there for a while. I got 12 gold on me. I'm getting pretty poor. Oh shit. Good. Yeah, my bags are very full. Yeah, my bags are a mess. This is because this is my farming setup where I have all these scrolls and potions and arrows when I just sit in a certain area and basically kill for like, ridiculous, for a long time. Because as I go through the scrolls, they free up slots, and as I go through the arrows, they free up slots. But it's not as full as it looks at what it is. It's very full, but a lot of those slots will free up. Still in the wetlands. Yeah, I know. I thought about that too. Yeah, I mean, as these arrows get used up and they move into this quiver, and as these scrolls get used up, they disappear. So, yeah, I'll end up with a lot more slots. But since Ken's gonna do his AOE mage thing, you know what I mean? Then there's not gonna be I won't be doing much. So we'll see what we can do. I can mail some stuff off and just mail it back. That's a great question, Phil. I don't think it does, but I don't think it does. Oh, that's a good question. Since the boat's coming, it's probably faster to swim back and get on the boat. Actually, no, it's not. I don't think it is, actually. I think it's faster just to swim. Multi-shot. You know, what's funny is I can't find it. I'm looking. Yeah, honestly, I can't find that. I don't think it does. I think it just uses one arrow, but we can obviously test it. Yeah, I don't think it does either, Saron. Yeah, same company. That's a good point, Saron. That's a good point. Yeah, it feels like I can you use your multi-shot a lot. That's funny.
I'm listening.
Yeah, we can certainly clear up some inventory. It's not a big deal. No.
May the stars guide you.
The mail system is full, right? Yeah, that clears up some inventory. These are all quest items. What's this one? Library script.
Feel free to browse. Goddess, join.
Highest quality.
Yeah, I do. I've got, not only do I have these 9 Mr. Meat, I also have 17 seasoned wolf kebabs. And my pet is, you know, he's like a best friend now, so he doesn't really eat as much, you know. What level are these mobs out here? 40 something? Level 41, let's try them. Ah, level 41, let's take him out. Ooh, look at this, Furious Owl rank 3. I'll have to come out here and tame one of these. Now this is a good pet. Alright, this pet has, he's got Furious Owl rank 3, Drash 2, and Bite 6. So this pet here would upgrade my Howl and my Bite at the same time. Well, potentially, right? Yeah, hunters. Yeah, they definitely have more inventory issues. That's for sure. Gotta feed your pet. You gotta have arrows. Little hunter melee DPS, right? This is a great spot for farming leather, though. And food buffs. And food for my pet. These guys are great for a lot of things, actually. Oh, I should have saved some of those scrolls, shouldn't I? Alright. They should be summoning fairly soon, so. Yeah, there's quite a few people. The servers are a lot more crowded, you know. There's, like I said, there's a lot of people, you know, getting ready for Burning Crusade. Oh, pet dinged. My pet has way more health than I do. Oh, man.
Feel free to browse. A loon light your path.
Or my pet's growl off. Although it's not going to make a difference, I don't think. There's Ken.
A loon be praised. Hail to the night.
Look at this. This really is like a boost.
Actually pretty useful for personal hygiene.
Because I guess we just sit here. Gonna be boring, but it's nice XP. Hey. Cool. Thanks, man. I got 13 gold. Anyways, if you guys watching the stream don't know, and most of you guys already know, but you know the guy who's clearing SM for us is a friend, so I'm not paying for boosts, guys. He was boosting. I said, hey, I'll come along. So he was nice enough to let me come. Although I would give Ken money because he's given me tons of stuff in the past. Ken's given me like lots of items on my paladin and stuff, and over the years. Let's say, it does in the launcher window. If you go here, see it says here, we've been friends since February 6, 2020. 2019. My oldest friend is on my other account. It goes all the way back to like 2009. Yawn.
Oh, I'm dancing again. I hope all your friends are enjoying the show.
It's like the mobs are all bugged out, like running all over the place. There's a good video by, yeah, they ruined the economy. And, there's a good video about a guy who was talking about boosters and kind of how the boosters came about in Classic. And yeah, you can see the bar moving. Look at that. It just went like, just got like 3 bars of XP at least. Damn, look at that. Look at the bar go. This is the first time I've ever been in a dungeon. Nope. You want to see somebody loot fast? Watch this. I used to AoE my paladin and dead mines all the time, so I know how to loot. Well, there's a lot of mobs, Ken. Jesus. Well, didn't even fill up my inventory. Not even close. That was a lot of, yeah, that was a lot of XP. That was like 4 or 5 bars. Okay. Now we do. See, I've never done this before. I'm not paying for boosts, just so you guys know. I'm merely tagging along. Actually, the reason I wanted to come was I was going to do the quest, but Ken said we can do those later. I need to go to South Shore and pick up the Down the Scarlet Path quests. And I'll need to kill, you know, all the bosses and whatnot. Well, we got like, in all the loot that we just looted, I got about 1.5 gold, I think. Maybe. So I should just give Ken that. Give him the gold that I'm making here. Other stuff. Mountain Dew. Chugging Mountain Dew right now. Yeah, the thing. Hey, Phil, I don't know if you're still there, but you were right though. I'm having so much fun on the Hunter that I kind of just kept playing the Hunter, even though I need to level up the Priest. Although the Priest is not as big a concern for me. Whether she gets to 60, I mean, I wanted her to get to 60, but she's not as big a concern. Really, just the Druid and the Hunter were the ones I wanted to make sure that they were 60 by the time TBC came out. The only thing that holds the priest back, I mean, the only goal for the priest is just the enchanting, as long as she's high enough to do enchanting, and so I think she's got to be 60. I mean, she's got to be like level 60 to do the, I think the very early enchanting. Well, no, you can enchant I think all the way up to 320 before you have to get to like level 62 or 63, and then I think that gets you to the next kind of, you know, from 63, I think you might be able to enchant to like 350 or 360, and then I think you have to be 68 to go from like 380 to 400 enchanting and finish out the rest of the way with enchanting, you know, with the profession and the Burning Crusade. Yeah, there was a video where guy was talking about people boosting and how it's basically mage boosting, and how it has affected the game so much. And I talk about it all the time, how much it's affected the game, and the GDKP runs as well, you know. And it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen because we don't really know if it's going to be a thing in TBC. Because right now the XP that they were getting from mobs in dungeons and TBC was so low. I mean, it was like, you get like a bar. I mean, I already got like, when we cleared the last cathedral, I got like 4 or 5 bars of XP. But when they were doing a full clear on Hellfire Ramparts, they were getting like 1.5 bar of XP, which is, you know, not much at all. But I was watching Mad Seasons. Was it Mad Seasons? I think it was Mad Seasons' video, and he was talking about if you want to like level to 70 and be at the top of the, you know, be ahead of everybody else. Oh, Jahara died. Nope. Nope. Again. Oh no. Can someone res him? No. Uh, no, it's not. It's a. Yeah. See, he's already back. But anyways, they were talking. We don't know if the boosting is going to be a thing, but Mad Season was. I think it was Mad Season was talking about if you wanted to stay ahead of everybody else and get to level 70, you know, as fast as you can and be, you know, ahead of the pack, that most likely the fastest way to do that is to just repeatedly spam dungeons. Now that's what he said, but I have not seen any information to say that dungeon runs are going to be enough XP to do that. I personally won't be leveling that way because I don't like skipping the quests, because the quests, there's really good upgrades from the quests. So I will not be like spam running. I mean, I may run a lot of dungeons, but I'll still be doing, you know, all the quests in the zones. I'll be leveling, you know, the way I leveled in the original TBC, which is to go through the zones and do all the quests. And also, you want the reputation because there's some pretty good faction items that you're going to get, especially, you know, there's some enchantings, there's some shoulder enchants, and, you know, there's different things for different professions that you're going to want to get as well. Surprised that the mobs would resist Jahara's Nova, being that he's like level 60, man. That's bad luck. So if you look at my auto shot, my max crit on my auto shot is 300. I don't have a crit on my... yeah, this is like very little data. My max crit on Arcane was only 166. No crits on anything else. My Searing Arrows, they don't really do a lot of damage. Yeah, they come in at 1%. So Searing Arrows, it's a little bit of damage, but it's not much. 1% is pretty bad, actually. Okay, Ken's using mana, so he's doing something. Ah, there's mobs. Yeah, I didn't think about that, but when I'm farming, I could be distracting to my pet when I'm using distract shot. But how much mana does it take? Probably not even worth the mana usage. Alright, here he comes. Nobody can loot as fast as I can. Watch me loot. Oh yeah. Did I get the plans blue glittering axe? Because that would actually, I think I did. That would be actually be pretty cool if I did. I have a lot of experience looting like this on my paladin, pulling dead mines. I'll make a little bit of money there. Now what are we doing? We're... What he's gonna do? Cathedral again? I'm trapped. How long have I got on the trap? 2 seconds. Yeah, it's fine. Look at the deeps, man. Did you see those deeps? Everybody's gonna think I'm boosting my characters to level 60, but I'm not. Ken is. It's funny because I talked about how I don't really like boosting. I don't like paying people to boost you. I think it's just promotes a lot of. It's another one of those things that can promote gold buying. You know, people buying gold so they just pay people to boost them. And but if you have a friend, you know, there's kid. But if you have a friend who's a friend of yours and he's running you through stuff, that I'm completely fine with because that's community. See, that's where I draw. That's where I say there's a difference. It's like if it's somebody you know is helping you by running you through dungeons, you know, then that's part of the community of a game. But when you're paying people you don't even know, just complete strangers, to do it, I don't really like that so much. And I've said before that, like, if I created this, you know, if I created World of Warcraft, I just would limit the dungeons such that only people of that level could go in. So, unfortunately, Ken, if this game was run the way I would run it, you wouldn't even be able to walk into this dungeon with us because you'd be too high level, and then that would ruin all the... That would take care of all the boosting. There would be no boosting. Because, you know, characters level, like, above level, like, 43 or something, whatever the max level is for SM. Or the recommended level, sorry, not max level. Wouldn't be able to come into the dungeon. But I would make it so that you could come in solo if you wanted to... Oh, Ken's going to die again. If you wanted to come in solo by yourself and clear it for your own personal gain, I would not prevent that. I just would prevent you from coming in with people that are, like, in the level range of the dungeon in a group setting. I thought Ken was going to die there. He got pretty low. I pinned your message, Ken. Pinned by Caffeine Inject. Yeah, the hunter so far has been very easy to level and very enjoyable, but as much fun as you think hunters are in Classic, and they are really fun in Classic, they're so much more fun in Burning Crusade. Talking about hunter pets in Burning Crusade, I mean, the Ravager pets is in Hellfire, and it's pretty much the go-to for most hunters, because the Ravager pet does a lot of damage, like a lot of damage. It's also a very tanky pet. The Ravagers can tank like multiple mobs at the same time, you know. I don't like Ravagers because they're kind of ugly. It's never been my favorite pet. I kind of liked the Warp Stalkers. A lot of times I would just keep the pet that I had. I'd keep Hopper with me and just use Hopper. Ken's getting low on health again. But... And he's dead again. Ken's not having a good time of it. Don't. Don't. It's just because I'm here. I'm bringing the bad luck. Like, when I logged in, Ken, like, I logged my hunter and I was in Stormwind, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get the dragon buff, and I waited like 20 minutes, and it never dropped, so I like refund. So I like logged out into my druid, and as soon as I logged into my druid, the dragon buff dropped in Stormwind. I was like, come on! I was like, I waited there 20 minutes, and then I took my druid over to Darkshire, and she got killed twice by like a level 60 horde, and and she had the dragon buff too, so she lost the dragon buff, and then I got back on my hunter, flew over to Menethil Harbor, As soon as I get there, the bolt pulls away, and I'm like, mother F. I'm like, what's going on? It's like everything was against me. So it's just me bringing the bad luck in. Bad luck's following me around today. There's... Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about any of this. This is the first time I've ever been in a scenario where someone was technically getting paid. Or they were technically getting paid by people to, you know, to run something or to clear something. And this guy's advertising himself as best SM booster on Globulus. No deaths, Ken. He's saying no deaths. Beamon Goloid. Summons available, no deaths. Best SM booster on Globulus. Yeah, never heard of him. Those are kind of cool looking leggings. I actually do need these mana drinks. I can actually use that, so that's good. I see XP coming in. XP. And Cathedral's a lot of XP. And then I cheat the system by using by sprinting up here with my hunter, looting all this stuff before anybody else can get here. I feel so bad. I'm like ninja looting, you know. So we got quite a lot of stuff actually. Control the owl. So like all these greens, actually these are pretty good greens. Most of these are spirit, which is, I mean owl. Items of the owl, which are good. I can put all these in the auction house and see if we can make some gold. Oops. Inventory is definitely gonna fill up now. Yeah, this isn't that much. It's not exactly fun, but I mean it is good XP for sure. Stay for, if you're gonna do one more, I'll stay for just one more so I can ding, and then I'll head out. Keep putting that trap right there. You gotta let me in, dude. I don't have the key. There you go. Thank you. Actually, yeah, and we've already made like 3 gold or something. And then the long redwood bow. Yeah, I mean, I'll yeah, people could like, I guess you could sit in here as a mage, you could sit here and boost people for hours. Just like non-stop. Well, I mean, you can only do so many, right? You can only do so many instances per hour, I think. A lot of work for the mage, though. I do need to get to Darnassus to get the leatherworking trainer. Ooh, Ken can port me to Darnassus. That's what Ken, remind me to I want to port to Darnassus so I can get the leatherworking trainer. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! He died again. Thanks. Damn. I wish I could see like death and decay. I wish I could see from his point of view. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they have a lot of stuns though. That's true. There are a lot of stuns in here. I know when I was doing, like, when I'm on my 60 paladin, even going into, like, stockades, like, one of the wings, the mobs constantly are stunning me, which is really annoying. This is a good axe. This is a really good recipe here, though. The blue glittering axe is nice. Now, these are good because these are actually what you want for, like, I mean, if you aren't investing into, like, crazy blue gear, as you're leveling up on a hunter, the dual wielding the blue glittering axe is actually a good way to go. If I could get my priest up to where she could do the agility enchant. I don't know what the mats are for just the one-hand agility enchant. Probably pretty significant, but Ken, I got Crusader though, Ken, on my priest. I got the recipe, but now I gotta level her up high enough so she can actually learn it. Yeah, I've got Crusader, I've got Fiery, and I've got Demon Slaying as well, which you're like running, you may want to put that on like your weapons if you're doing like a warrior going through Hellfire, because almost everything you fight is going to be a demon. So Demon Slaying is going to be a really good one. But I've got to get... Actually, Ken, what I really need is I'm not ready yet though. I haven't got all my mats ready. Once I get all my mats ready, I'm going to want you to run me through, just to get to the enchanting trainer in Uldaman. And I'll have all the mats ready and prepared so that I can go to the enchanting trainer and then just level, like, do a bunch of enchants, keep talking to her, get the next enchants, do more enchants, so that I don't have to go back in there more than once. But actually, let me look at the enchanting. I actually crafted a ton of stuff, so I've got like the 175 vision dust I need. Let me look. Let's see, level enchanting. What's the other regions I need? Other mats. Currently, she's like I'm not sure. She's 225 right now. So I have all the mats to get me to 235. I've got all the mats to get me to 250. And I've got the dream. I bought the purple lotus. I have the purple lotus. Okay, so I need 60. Yeah, so I got to look at my dream dust count and see how much I've got. I need 60. I don't think I have 60, but I'm sure so then I need 300. So I need 360 dream dust, and that will get me to 294, and that's going to be high enough where I can learn most of the enchanting things. So yeah, I just need to get the dream dust. 360. And I've farmed up a lot of rune cloth, so I should be able to get most of that just by disenchanting things I make. So I gotta get on my priest tonight and see if I can do that. But I need that recipe, which is in Darnassus as well, but the recipe binds when picked up, so I have to get it on my priest. I can at least check to see if the recipe's there when I get my hunter there, and if it is, I'll real quick jump to my priest and run her to Darnassus and get that damn recipe. Alright, I wasn't sure if I was going to crack open another soda. Because if I do, that means I'll be gaming a little bit longer. Let's see, what was it, 12:20? Cracking the Coca-Cola. Let's check the temperature in Florida right now. I got the windows open. What is the temperature outside? It is currently in St. Pete, Florida. It is 60. Oh, wow, the temperature went down. 63 degrees. It dropped like 6 degrees in the past couple hours. Oh, shit. It's 48 hours, but it's going to get all the way up to... It's going to shoot up fast, though. By like 11... Yeah, it's going to get all the way up to 79 degrees by 5 p.m. tomorrow. It's cold out tonight. Here comes the XP.
Alune be praised.
Oh, taking a Rama. I just hit it.
Hail to the night.
Nice. That's a lot of XP. See how fast my bags fill up here. I got the Spell Goggles Extreme, which I can send to my Paladin. So that's cool. Alright, I think that's it for me. I think I'm gonna jump out. I'm gonna port to Darnassus. Thanks, Ken. I appreciate it, dude. Sweet. Now we're going to check to see if the recipe, the enchanting recipe, is there for my that I need for my priest. I need the party. Yeah, that's crazy. That's the first time I've ever been in a scenario where I'm getting boosted like that. That's the first time I've ever been like in a scenario like that. And you know, obviously, like I said, Ken's a friend, so he did it for free for me. Just would be nice, which is nice. But yeah, that's not something I would pay for, really. I'm not really into the whole boosting thing. I think that people, you know, I think it's not much fun to just sit there and get boosted. You know, it's a little bit more fun to actually play your character and level and do the things your people normally do. But anyways, whatever. So we're looking for Mithrindir and Mithrindir. Wow, this kind of sounds like Lord of the Rings, doesn't it? Mithrindir, and she is right over here. And we're looking for a recipe. It's one of those recipes that's, you know, there's only so many. So should be right. You know, this is alchemy. This is alchemy. Be right over here. Sorry. Oh, no, that's just tailoring. Where's the chanting? Above me? Chanting. It isn't chanting. Here it is. This is where we need to go. Yeah, I don't see who I'm looking for. It's a general trade person, which means she could be right here. Yeah, this is it.
I am honored.
This is what we're looking for. And it's... I don't think it's deflection. That's not it. What we're looking for is enchant shield, greater stamina. Yeah, so it's not here right now. That's what we want. So we'll have to keep coming back and look, you know, look for it. Hopefully Ken's making some money. He needs it. His raid consumables. Alright. Get here. So it's cool. We did get this one item, but I don't know if it's this one here. Which pretty decent item. What level is it? As far as engineering though. Send this to Sword of Hope. You can use that. Spirit. Oh, Jesus. Those are pretty good boots. Not as good as my boots, though. Those are nice.
Great to meet you. See you soon.
Yeah, wolves have an ability called Furious Howl. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. So, yeah, right here what we have is, for my pet, is you have Furious Howl here, which basically, you know, it's a 10-second cooldown, so basically what happens is when I pull, usually, to Lauren, every time I pull, you'll see it, here, and I'll show it to you. When I pull, my pet will cast Furious Howl if it's not on cooldown, and it'll buff me with a buff, and any physical damage, my next physical damage will get that additional damage on it. So if I go over here to these Murlocs here, right, like there's these Murlocs, and I watch how my character's color will change. Like my character will actually change color, right? Well, he didn't cast it for some reason. Well, he did. Yeah, he did. It's easier to see when I'm not in the water. But you can see here, Furious Howl. What's the percent? Well, it's not a percent, really. It's additional damage. So if you go to pet, he's going to cast Furious Howl, and it says all, and it works on your entire group too, right? So all party members within 15 yards receive an additional 18 to 22 damage to their next physical attack. Now, you have to remember that a hunter's arrows are considered physical damage. So, like my next shot, right? My next arrow will get that, right? So if I go, and that accounts for arcane, I think, well, maybe not arcane, but if I go here, I see how my character's blue now? See the color of my character? That's because I have Furious Howl buff on me right now. You can see it 3 more seconds. And then I'll just, you know. So yeah, it's a damage buff that affects the whole party, and it does make a difference. So it's good. I mean, it's good for your rogues. It's going to be good for warriors. It's good for any damage, physical melee damage dealers, or any physical damage dealers. So you have that, and then you have, of course, dash, and then you have bite. Those are your 3 abilities that you're going to be training up all the time. It's going to be dash, bite.
Can I help you?
And Furious Howl. Sorry, I'm kind of out of it right now. I'm tired. So what was I doing? I wanted to take my tune to Stormwind. Yeah, I need to get to Stormwind. Well, let's get this. Yeah, this sword and these boots. Yeah, I got a lot of good greens in that run, Ken. Like a lot. I mean, a lot of them are useful greens. They didn't have bad stats. A lot of things of the owl, cloth items of the owl. Yeah. So we'll see. I'll put those things up. I may end up making like another 5 to 10 gold just off the greens. Yeah, exactly. If you'd like with an aimed shot. I don't know if it works for arcane. I mean, arcane does do arcane damage, but it might, I don't know. Yeah, we got a lot of greens. I think I ended up with probably like eight green items, a blue item, and then the other recipe, 2 recipes. One was a blue, and then 8 green items. And yeah, and then I made like 8 gold. Like I had 13 gold when I went in, so I have 20 gold now. So. It wasn't all looted gold, because some of it was, I sold a lot of the gray items to the vendors. Of course, I threw a lot of the gray items away, too, to make room for the green items. But yeah, you could open up when the pet buffs you with Furious Howl, and you can open up with like an aim shot and get a big. And you can also, obviously, if you're in a raid situation or a 5-man group, you can use. You can go ahead and buff the tank with distracting shot. And then, your next big shot, when you send your pet in, will send all that threat to the tank. Yeah, but since Ken ran me through those dungeons, I got about 80% of a level, which got me all the way to 39, so we're almost 2 bars into 39. And we have a talent point, so talent point's going to probably just put it into Frenzy. Although when you have like this type of a talent, it's like you almost, the only reason it's like you almost don't need to put the talent point here because you have an 80% chance. I mean, 80% is going to proc, and your pet crits so often that Frenzy's pretty much going to be up like all the time. So I don't know if you really need to put a talent point into Frenzy at past 4 out of 5. That'd be interesting if I looked at a hunter guide, if somebody, what people would say about that. Focus regeneration of pet is good, so I'm actually not going to put a point into Frenzy here, and I'm going to put it into Bestial Discipline. It's just going to help my pet's focus regeneration come back faster. And that's good just because, your pet needs focus to use his abilities. So the more focus he has, the more often he can use them. Of course, if they're on cooldown, I don't know. Oh, sorry, excuse me, how beneficial it would be. We'll have to find out. I gotta look at the cooldown on the pet's abilities and see if, if it's just lack of focus that's making him not be able to use his skills. But we'll be respecting this hunter anyway. He's BM right now for leveling, but at some point I'm going to respec into marks, into the build that I'll be using for. But I'm not sure, because when we get into Burning Crusade, most people say that running BM spec early in the arena when everybody doesn't have a resilience yet is good because you can just blow people up. So I may be running BM the first couple weeks of arena and then switching as people start getting better gear.
Looking for something specific? Farewell.
Hello. See you later.
Magic missile.
Just wanted to get my druid into an inn. She's probably got quite a bit of rest time, actually.
Magic missile.
So I do need to get on her and really burn this rest time off. But I'm probably gonna head to bed here in a second, so I don't want to deal with that right this minute.
See you around.
Alright guys, yeah, I'm going to end the stream now, and I'm going to get some rest. I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you next time. Peace out.